everybody, it's Honest John. Now, Trump, with a lot of fanfare and hype, signed phase one of a new trade deal with China, calling it historic and revolutionary. Well, Trump always exaggerates what he accomplishes and never admits any of his mistakes or shortcomings. And that's the case with this deal. One example. A key issue in the whole trade war with China was China's theft of technology and intellectual property. But China has never admitted that it does that. And they informed the Trump administration when negotiations started that they were not going to discuss it. So it's not addressed in phase one of the deal, and it won't be addressed in phase two if phase two actually comes into fruition. What is in the deal is a vague promise that China will be more transparent. But China's a dictatorship, we're a democracy, and what looks like transparency to China will probably not look like transparency to the United States. And they promise not to force American companies to transfer technology to their companies. But what hasn't changed is that American companies can't just go to China and open up a business. They have to partner with Chinese companies. So whether you call it a forced technology transfer or something else, those Chinese companies will get access to the technology of the companies that partner with them. Now, because of this deal, Trump is not going to impose more tariffs on Chinese goods that he was planning to do. And the Chinese will not impose more tariffs on Americans' goods that they were planning to do in retaliation. So Trump avoided making things worse than they already are. I don't think you can actually call that a victory, but in Trump land it will probably be considered so. Now, credit where it's due, Trump and China did agree to roll back some of the tariffs that had been imposed during this trade war. But tariffs on hundreds of millions of dollars of Chinese goods are still in place, as are China's tariffs on hundreds of millions of dollars of U.S. goods. Maybe that will be dealt with in phase two, but who knows? Negotiations on that are just beginning. Probably the most important part of the deal is that China agreed to import $200 billion worth of American goods. But that's over the next 2 years. Just how that will work is not clear. While Trump was busy doing trade wars, the Chinese were cutting trade deals with Canada, Mexico, Europe, Asia, and Africa. So the customers and business partners that U.S. farmers and manufacturers had cultivated are now getting their goods from businesses in those other countries. And they're not going to just drop those partners and return to doing business with our people. So it's going to take all of that 2-year period and more just to get back to the way things were before Trump started the trade war. And during that time, those farmers and manufacturers will continue to lose money as they have been doing since the Trump administration started. So this deal was not at all the triumph that Trump claims it is. In fact, what it reflects is Trump's desperation to sign a deal, any deal with China before the election season begins. Trump will tout it as a great victory, but the truth is that China sensed Trump's weakness, exploited it, and got the deal that they wanted. China won Trump capitulated. Thanks for listening. Well, I want to thank you all for watching my videos. But there are certain changes that Google has made to YouTube, which, since I'm a smaller channel, means that I can't monetize my videos. So I found places where I can. So instead of watching my videos here on YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you go either to Patreon or to Top Buzz. They let me monetize videos, and I don't even have to put commercials on. So, if you want to become a patron on Patreon, that's fine. If you don't, you can still watch the videos there. I've just kind of given up on YouTube. YouTube is just a place that I use so that I can put my videos in other places. So, Patreon, Top Buzz, the links are in the description box. Thanks a lot.